It's a tournament. It is single elimination, so they do have to worry about that. But I don't know. We'll have to see.
Have to see indeed. Though G2, what I meant saying to call out James Bot about JNaps, I meant it more as a joke than as a. I can't believe he said that. JNaps is quite a skilled player, and we will see how G2 could do. How great would it be? I think we kind of expected at the beginning of Season 3 for it to be G2 versus NRG in the North American Finals. We could get a rematch of that here. G2 was able to come back into this. Kronovi putting it away. We saw Gimmick trying to finish that one off, but Kronovi to steal it away just at the last possible moment. Game 1 underway here. It is G2 in the blue with Ohana in the orange. Ohana, a team that we thought had a good opportunities, a promising roster before Season 3, then they did not qualify. Now here with a few new faces, they're up against G2. Moses, probably the most common name, the oldest name on this roster. Timmy, also a pro from Season 3. We'll see how they are able to fare against Kronovi and company. 3:55 left here in game number 1. So far it's been a pretty quiet first minute. A good demo by Kronovi, opening up a shot opportunity for Rizzo, but it does not connect as the shot was soft and had to bounce to make it to the goal. Kronovi now looking to pass, able to stop that one before Moses gets a handle onto it. Here goes the shot from JNaps. It'll go in as it drops straight in front of the shooter, and that's 1-0 G2.
An attempt at a decent touch here. Moses going up for it. Timmy knowing he was last man, but him and Gimmick had the same idea coming from underneath it. Gimmick slowed down and watched Timmy as opposed to trying to take the spot in net. They weren't able to get that. It was a well-placed opportunity by G2 Esports.
Now at 3:33 left to go. Is the 1-0 lead for G2. So they strike first here in our series. Rizzo coming off the wall to pass to JNaps. Move this one downfield. Wrapping around the edge. Here's JNaps looking to set up an opportunity for Kronovi to move up. Keeps it in the corner. Now Rizzo airborne towards the net off the crossbar. JNaps will just wait out the miss from Moses. He'll put in another shot here. G2 now up by 2.
It looked like a bump attempt in net from Kronovi. He goes for Gimmick, and I don't know, there's a lot of hesitation there. Moses coming up for that didn't seem to have the momentum or boost. Follow up, gave a nice shot for JNaps. Both these shots haven't been anything too outstanding, but you can tell that with enough pressure, Ohana seems to make a couple of poor decisions on defense.
I really liked the first pass from Kronovi, blocking the clear save from Moses up in the spider position. But that second goal there, just some defensive mistakes. Rizzo's going to try and push through another one. Oh, they all slow down as they realize they have to be very touchy with that ball right there in front of the net. They're able to dodge it and get it away from the goal. Keep us from going to 3-0, but now we see Ohana really with their work cut out for them, as there's been so much G2 offensive pressure here in game number 1. Moses now out, following up his own touch. Almost gets the dunk on Kronovi. He's able to push it through. Gimmick in the back. Uncontested, clears it back across midfield. Rizzo will fall. Timmy's shot going towards the net, but Kronovi with the save. JNaps rotates in behind him. It'll be him versus Moses. He moves out. It goes down. Rizzo up on the wall, coming off, pass to the midfield. JNaps trying to shoot, but just lost it instead. This is not a very good touch for G2, but no immediate pressure from Ohana, as the G2 will be able this one out of the net for the time being. Let's look to see if they can set this one back up in the midfield. There's Timmy towards the backboard. Gimmick inbound to try and shoot. Does not make contact. Now it's all Rizzo. Clears away one. Gimmick takes a shot. The pass from Timmy. Going to connect with the new player over there, and that is the first point on the board for Ohana.
JNaps coming after this clear, but just doesn't get it. I guess he ran out of boost just before he reached it. A touch over to Gimmick, who finds himself in a good spot, retreating from the corner. Takes the shot directly in. It is now only a 1-goal game with 2 minutes left.
Well, Timmy and JNaps go way back before Season 2, old roster known as Momentum. Yeah, the PlayStation players that dominated the scene for a while. Now they find themselves on opposite sides of the pitch. JNaps having moved up to one of the most storied rosters in Rocket League of G2, a team that has quite the fan base but has yet to find really solid success. Rizzo, Kronovi, extremely popular players in the scene. JNaps, as we said before, one of the most skilled players in threes. To try and take it to Ohana here. 1:25 left to go, up by 1. Have the ball in the box again. JNaps to pass out towards Kronovi. Right into the corner, Gimmick set up in net. Moses rotates in behind him, that'll leave Gimmick space to move out. Gonna pass up to the cherry-picking Timmy. JNaps back downfield, Moses Going high, not as much lateral motion as you would like. That'll leave Kronovi the space to gain ball control, move it back down to the orange. 1 minute left here in game number 1. It's still the 1-goal lead for G2. Pass out towards JNaps. He doesn't like what he sees. He falls back and lets Timmy push it into the blue. He'll pick it up off the clear. Gimmick in support onto the backboard. No one touched that one, but there's no third rotation from Moses as he hangs back in net. Not wanting to fall susceptible to the breakaway. As we approach the 30-second mark, all the work right now on Ohana's side. They have to get one more goal in to force overtime. 2 would end it in regulation. Gimmick over the top of JNaps, who falls back a bit, rotates in behind Rizzo. It is Kronovi that goes all the way back into the sweeper third position. Moses now into the middle. Kronovi again with a save, a savior medal. He got one off the very beginning, one in the middle, and one here at the end. It's been Kronovi on the defense that's going to hold on to G2's lead. And they still have the opportunity to tie it up right there in front of the box, shut down this time by JNaps, who also has a savior medal. So much defense having to be played here by G2, but they pull out the victory with 1 goal.
So in the first week of Season 4, G2 came out on fire, right? We saw passing plays galore all over the place, and they slowed down a little bit. It seemed they wanted to play a little bit safer, because passing plays at the core can be a bit risky, because you have to put someone in a not as advantageous spot and hope you can get it to them in time. Now what's cool is as you're moving up the field, you get little mini tasks and goals. You know,
sure.
First, okay, I'm getting this ball, I got to control it. Your mind isn't on the goal yet. It's like, okay, now I have to beat this defender. All right, there's one more defender in net. Now as a team, we have to go one step further.
Sure.
So you can see them. I like that the goal seems to be their last opportunity. They're like, all right, we'll take the shot when it shows up,
right,
but let's make the opportunity first.
Right. The beginning, it is a very methodical, precise, intentional dismantling of defense. To think of how can I bait a player into a corner? How can I make it to where there's 3 defenders right now? I need there to be 2 first, and then 1, and then we can take a shot.
Yeah.
They're working very well here on their pass plays, connecting with each other, and it's been great to watch D2 play like a team that we expected to see in the playoffs. Didn't quite make it there in Season 4, but they are playing very well here. That resurgence is definitely a possibility here today.
Yeah, and on the other side of the field, Ohana. Moses, we didn't get to see in Season 4. We know that he played really well with the Orbit squad, and he'd been around for quite some time. He does have a lot of skill. Timmy, I think low-key one of my favorite players. Don't know what it is about him. Maybe it's the whole Weekend Warrior thing.
Sure.
I think that's one of the coolest titles to ever have.
Who's that
cool
fly
nickname.
hair he's got?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, my God. That's not even a joke.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the coolest things. But, you know, I always thought he was really good, and he doesn't ever try and take the limelight. He always performs as the glue to try and keep the team together. But when he needs it, my God, does he show up.
Timmy and Gimmick connect to move this one downfield, but Rizzo in the back. Able to pick it up off of a strong touch, play it past Moses as well. There's that first player avoided. Kronovi tries to back pass to JNaps. Move Rizzo and JNaps into the 1 and 2 positions. Kronovi in that back line, the sweeping position that he's been so good at so far in game number 1. Look to pass to the midfield here. JNaps moving up, possibly. No, he's going to hang back, let Rizzo move. Up and take a shot. Put that one through. Gimmick in the back as Moses tries to pass up to the cherry-picking Timmy. Look for a play in the corner. Doesn't connect in the way that he was hoping for, but it will end up in Gimmick's hands. He gets it past JNaps. And he's able to get it off the backboard as well. Rizzo in the air, past Timmy. Good thing, too. Timmy had a great position to send that one home. Kronovi slowing this one down, going for the dribbles. Off into the air, JNaps. Back to the other side. Rizzo moving upfield first. Bounce off the wall. Moses slowly trying to push this one off of the wall. Pressure continues here from G2. That turnaround from Rizzo in the midfield, realizing his other teammates were rotating back. He needed to move into that 1 position immediately. Able to kind of push that back out for a bit, but now the ball in their own corner. JNaps gets bumped. I believe he actually touched the ball after that bump as well. The ball moved out very far. That one, is it going to go all the way through? No, it's wide of the goal, but the breakaway just barely misses. Oh, what? What? What just happened?
I feel bad for laughing. But, okay, so we tried to go for this. JNaps had so much faith in Moses, and then Kronovi's like, oh, no, I missed. Oh, never mind. Moses, no.
Is this I don't think this is a better own goal than the one earlier.
No, that was definitely a better own goal. That was the shortest, fastest passing play you'll ever see.
Oh, man. That was
sorry. I'm sorry, Moses, but I think even you're laughing at that.
That was an impressive own goal.
Yeah.
We've seen some beautiful own goals today. Oh my goodness. And that is the first goal of game number 2. G2 now in the lead again. The touch from Kronovi to Moses. Over to the side, Rizzo waits on the wall. Snaps up again. Rizzo, I'm not really sure why he touched that high and kept it as close to the wall as he did.
It was a bit of a mistake.
Turn over to play across the field. Ball trying to play that one away. JNap's rotating around. Rizzo takes a shot towards the net, and Timmy with the clear. Kronovi now moving up first. Tackle. Great an opportunity for Rizzo. Takes the shot. What a play. The play from Kronovi to shoot that one across the waist and then continue to track along with the ball. Baits out the goalie, opening up an opportunity here for Rizzo.
And that's what you can get the moment that you start contesting at midfield too. Coming up for Ohana, up the left side of the field, Kronovi's like, you know what, I'm going to push this. Either it still kind of works in our favor or it really works in our favor. Lucky him, it really worked in their favor.
It really did.
Really, really.
Kinda or really. Glad it worked out for the really option instead of the kinda option. Rizzo to move this one back downfield. 2-0 now for G2. 2:25 left to go. Ball spending a lot of time in Ohana's half. Ohana definitely with their work cut out for them here in game number 2. After dropping game number 1. There's a nice shot from Timmy that goes wide. Moses in with a follow-up. Kronovi with the save. Best opportunity we've seen on offense so far from Ohana in game 2, but no cigar just yet. Moses sends this one into the box, and this is, man, a good position here for G2. Opportunity to score. JNap's will drop that one straight down. Oh my goodness.
I just want to watch this one.
Watch, he's just already upfield, ready for it. Great. That cherry pick redirect, your favorite.
There it is.
Aerial cherry pick redirect.
It's everything I've ever dreamed of.
It's everything I've wanted.
I'm living vicariously through you, JNaps.
Thanks, JNaps.
But that placement, though, let's just talk about the placement just underneath the crossbar. Even if there was someone in it, it would have been quite a challenge for them to come even close to saving that.
1:45 left to go. It is J2. I'll just say J2.
J2.
Which at this point, with how JNap's been playing, sure, why not? Take the shot, he'll get the save as well. Offense and defense from the JNaps. This one dropped in a dangerous position, but go away from the goal. Kronovi passing upfield towards Rizzo. Off the backboard is JNap's airborne. He'll move in closely, but does not send it into the net. Gimmick on the wall, not able to make contact in an effective way to remove it from the corner. Kronovi and Rizzo playing the mind games, trying to bait one of the defenders in. No one takes the bait, and they'll be able to hold on. Final minute approaches. It is 3-0 still for G2. Ohana yet to score here in game 2. G2 out towards Rizzo. Not make contact. Pass not going to work out at this point. Just burning time off the clock's all they've got to do. They've got game 2 on lock right now.
Gimmick.
Moses will be able to put that one through. That's the first goal for Ohana.
This is all about gimmick. He goes up for this first touch, and then he drops straight back down. JNaps thought he had time to come out for it, putting it right behind the only defender left. It gave a wide open shot for Moses to come through. 2 goals in 53 seconds is a lot more doable than 3 goals in 53 seconds.
That's
So,
very, very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So that is the beginning of the comeback. The 3-0 comeback is probably the most, I know this is a weird sentence. For a while, it was the record. It hadn't happened. It only happened one time. And now it's happened quite a few times as teams have gotten better at figuring out how to come back into this game. Look at Gimmick with the fake out of JNaps again, giving Moses ball control. He'll drop it towards the net. That's 2 defenders drawn up, and Rizzo has to rotate it very quickly to fill in that gap. But nobody in the corner means the G2's got ball control. JNap's flying it back down the field. Now Moses on the side. Pinch off Kronovi, back towards the goal. JNap's able to move that one out. Looking for the opportunity in the final countdown. Still down by 2. Ohana most likely going to be dropping this game here unless they get one in immediately. It's not going to happen. It'll hit 0 seconds, and G2, as soon as the ball touches, will have their second victory of the series. In full control right now, it feels like. These guys playing as we saw them in the first few weeks of Season 3 when they were the cleanest passing team in the game. Here, bringing out some more of that.
So in the first minute, something that I thought Ohana did really well were they were contesting everything no matter what. So essentially, if you know you've lost a ball and you're like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to contest it. Let's just let Kronovi get it clear. The moment you give anyone on G2 the time to set things up, now they will place it almost exactly where they want with as much power as they want, and someone's probably going to be following that through. And then now you're trying to be one step ahead of someone that has full control. But if you go up, and even if you're not going to win the 50-50, but can somehow body it, slow it down, or at best, at least cut their angle off so they have to push it to the side, then you're going to slow down the counterattacks, which a team like G2 has proven they can do really well. So
Yep.
Ohana did that really well for the first minute and a half, and then it kind of fell apart. Then they started slowing down, not contesting as much, and that's when G2 started to pull ahead a little more significantly.
Yeah, this is the biggest difference I see between NRG and G2 is this kind of old school Rocket League versus new school Rocket League, reactionary Rocket League versus very, very intentional play. We see NRG, the kings of the old style of just playing whatever opportunity is best presented to you and making the best of your situations. That's why Jacob can just do the most crazy things. He doesn't really know how he ends up in the situations he does, but he's always been able to make the best of it. Where G2, we saw a few times in this game where, like you said, they give them ball control and they would go for a back pass. And you'd be like, why are you going for the back pass? They'd be like, because we know that we want Rizzo or JNaps in the 1 position. We want Carnovi in the 3 position. We're playing a very, very intentional format here. And they haven't perfected it to the level that NRG has perfected the tried and true methods of reactionary play. But if they continue to play this way and if they continue to improve on these tactics, they are going to completely change the way we play Rocket League. G2 right now to try and bounce, try and get their 3rd win here, get the sweep over Ohana, and as JNaps is going to start things off with a beautiful pass play.
A demolition on net. Timmy trying to put himself in a decent spot, but Rizzo will take him out, forcing Gimmick to come off of the back wall. But there ain't no way you're going to predict the JNaps shot when he has all that time and all that space. The passing play as well, and that is, they're seeking each other out. Notice, again, that first touch wasn't on target. It was near target enough to let someone have a better shot. G2 being very selfless with their play.
JNaps also reading a ceiling bounce. The pass went off the ceiling. Okay. Of course he can. Timmy to come. An opportunity here. He ran out of boost to finish that one off himself. It did make it uncontested on the backboard, a possible weakness that Ohana might be able to exploit here. Nobody lurking in the spider position right now. Rizzo needs to block this one away. Both he and Carnovi a bit muddled up in net. And miss from Carnovi opens up some more opportunities here for Gimmick. Rizzo will shut it down and send it flying back into the orange. And Carnovi across the field to pass it over the top of Timmy. Moses with the contest. Block that final opportunity from JNaps, who falls back very quickly. Now Carnovi and JNaps tangled up on the net. You see JNaps, he knew that Carnovi was low on boost, and he's like, I'm going to go and try and take this for you because you're possibly not going to be able to get there. But that does leave 2 of them tangled up on that backboard, which opens up a lot of space, and that leaves Ohana still up on offense.
Again, trying to set things up for his teammates. Timmy that time trying to be the one to seal the deal, but they're giving Carnovi room. Just give up possession though, straight out to the middle, right into Gimmick.
Timmy, can he do it? He sends it down toward the box. Isn't it nice? Oh wow, I did not realize that was going in, but it certainly is, and JNaps makes it a 2-0 game.
So sometimes this happens, not very often,
Okay.
but a double commit will work in your favor. 1 in, I don't know, 40 times where it just pinches straight across the entire field. Quite a power shot. If calculated, please tweet at me. Let me know, G2.
Please.
I want to know if that was on purpose.
I want to know you combined your powers for good.
They're like, quick, now. Just smash it.
I also have to point out Carnovi is using one of my favorite sets of wheels in the game, the Esper wheels.
Oh, yeah.
The faster you go, the wider the ring of light on them becomes.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Maybe it's an optical illusion, but it definitely works. The faster you're going, the wider that circle, that ring looks. See if it does it here. I'm watching. Maybe it just happens when you're playing. Meanwhile, JNaps is going to make it a 3-0 game.
JNaps doing what JNaps does best. Carnovi pushing that through, just being a little bit of a bully off the ceiling. Why, dude? Good God.
JNaps heard what we said earlier. He's like, heard you didn't think I was the best 3s player in the game. All right, here's a hat trick for you.
Yeah.
My goodness. G2 right now playing on a different level than Ohana. Just completely in control of the ball on all facets. And Ohana now again finds themselves 3 goals down. Right here at halftime, still half of this game to go, and it's just been all G2 all day long. They want to move forward in this bracket. JNaps try and pass Carnovi, looking to see if he can finish it. It's up onto the backboard. JNaps to Loft. See if he can connect Rizzo in the midfield, but Rizzo falls back. Keeping the rotation strong for G2. And Ohana needs to get some of that methodical play from G2 going. They slowly bait out one player, draw another in, win a 50-50, and create a shooting opportunity here. They get it past JNaps. Carnovi on the back wall. Actually get cleared away by Rizzo. He and Rizzo kind of double committing again, but Carnovi does ground himself in net. He'll be able to intercept the next play in that 1 position. Trying to pass to Rizzo. Gets it over the top of Gimmick. Now Timmy over the back. Oh, Rizzo and JNaps both moving out here. This could be good for Ohana. Carnovi has to hightail it back to goal. G2 was very far out of rotation. 143 left to go. Still the 3-0 lead for G2 as they have been, even in the situation where they were on defense for a while, more or less still in complete control of the match.
G2, no matter what position or situation they find themselves in, they still have yet to have any massive threats on their net. A lot of very well-placed defensive plays. You know, they've got, 5 saves for them right now. So it's not that Ohana aren't putting the shots up, but they're just not terribly threatening because G2, as you said, has so much control of the field.
If they get the win here, they move on to the bracket with a 3-0 sweep over Ohana. Ohana's forced to get the reverse sweep, win 3 games straight if they want to bounce back here. They can get started with a goal from Gimmick, but it's not going to go in. He had an open net to shoot at, but a very difficult angle to pull off. He will not get that one around the post. And as the final minute of Game 3 hits, it's just looking all G2 right now.
They have been in control every single game so far, and they're getting these goals quicker and quicker each time. The first one, it seemed like they were at a bit of a stalemate. Ohana was defending them well, but now it just feels like G2, they're warmed up and they're ready to win.
Try and play this one down. Novi now play it out. 30 seconds remaining in this game. No semblance of shots coming through from Ohana. It's looking like G2's got this one pretty secure. They'll be facing off against Muffin Men after this game concludes, after this game wins. And you got to cast both those matches. How do you feel about Muffin Men versus G2?
Well, the Muffin Men's place game was a lot closer than I had suspected. So I don't know what to attribute that to. Maybe Muffin Men aren't at the level I expected, or Splice was a higher level than I maybe have expected. But if you, I mean, okay, just to give you an idea of how meticulous G2 are, they just had less shots on goal.
Sure.
But 3 more goals.
Sure.
They had, what is that, 5 shots to 8. Look at my math. So
Did
quick.
it. Well done.
I've done it. G2 had legitimately 3 less shots than Ohana and 3 more goals. Out of 5 shots, 3 of them went in, and Ohana just couldn't connect. And that just goes to show how meticulous G2 are becoming, and I like that. So you were talking about kind of like the old school style where you just take shots until they mess up. Just like shot, and it worked so well for so long. Eventually, people got good enough on defense to either slow it down so you can't keep taking shots, or to get a hard clear around you, or to take 2 men and clear it out and figure out a way around that. So that's not particularly as popular. But to see them be like, you know what, we're only going to take shots when we're pretty sure they're going to go in.
Sure.
And I like that. Their last, like, that is not their primary goal is to shoot on target. It is like their last goal. Like,
Sure.
That's a
Well,
pun.
that's
a bad pun.
They are all just their last. Yeah, the term goal getting a bit mixed up there.
Yeah.
Priorities, objectives.
Yeah, that's.
They'll use that word instead. The last objective is to get the goal.
Thesaurus. Thank you.
Thesaurus.
Thank
yes. That's me over here, the thesaurus, folks. But G2 gets the win here.